Two of the original three partners worked at King Publishing, sold advertising for Pennsylvania Business Central and State College Magazine. We also did a specialty publication that was called Houses of Worship in Center County that was successful enough to give us the notion that the product could have a larger light to it than just simply Center County. So we started a company and enlisted a third partner at the time who, when we were all sitting around the table one time trying to figure out what to call this company, we kept referring to what a good thing the directory was and what a good thing we wanted to do in the community, and the name was written down on a piece of paper and slid across the table and said, you guys need to think about changing the name of the company. And on paper was written Good Things Publishing, and we registered it right away, and so it is, and so it is intended. The company's first product is that Houses of Worship directory, and we intend or hope or would desire in the future to be able to do other good things, so to speak, that would bring value and benefit to the community and create opportunity for the business and for the advertisers when it's an advertiser-supported product. Well, it's interesting. One of the first things that we discovered when we did the very first directory at King Publishing in 2004 was adding up the number of churches that we had surveyed and the information we gathered about their attendees and so forth. It occurred to us that about half of the population in Center County wasn't involved in any church at all. And come to find out, that number holds up nationwide. Yeah. According to the most common research that we use, the Association of Religious Data Archives online, you can survey county by county across the entire country, and on average, about half of any given county's population is not affiliated with any faith group at all. So this resource, it is hoped, will be not only a means for visitors and newcomers to the community to find where they might want to be, but a means for the churches themselves to present themselves in an environment and in a way that is different from, not better than, what they're doing themselves, but different from any of the other typical ways of getting in front of the public, and in a package that people who might not be affiliated with a church at all might find interesting and attractive. We actually incorporated the business in November of 2004, quit our day jobs in January of 2005. Published our first directory in Blair County in April of 2005, and published the third Blair County edition in April of 2007. Have the publication for Center County that has gone to the printer and will be released in August, and have several other projects, various stages of development right now. You can go on housesofworshipdirectory.com and ask yourself which Baptist churches in Bellefonte have social halls to rent, which churches perform marriages for non-members, and get the answer by searching down to those fine-grained categories. We're also adding some additional categories, be able to narrow the search down so you'll be able to find churches that have scout troops or similar types of organizations, churches that perform marriages for non-members, and we'll add a number of other different categories as time goes by. One Sunday morning at church, a year or so ago, a couple came in that had never visited us before, and we were chatting, and they indicated that they had come to visit this church because of the listing that they had seen in the directory that they had gotten from the Blair County Chamber of Commerce as part of their newcomer relocation kit. At which time the pastor of the church swooped in and said, "Oh, have you met Fred Standridge? He publishes the Houses of Worship directory." Thanks for bringing that up. But that was a real wonderful experience to see someone coming from out of town, getting the directory courtesy of the Chamber of Commerce, and actually using it to make a list of the churches that they were going to visit, and happening to visit the church where I was.
That's wonderful.
It was a nice story.